so that the energy needed to grow our crops can be generated out of nature itself. So like us, we sleep, and by sleeping we generate the energy to get up the next day and be healthy and walking and productive again. And Alvaro is going to tell you a little bit about, very concise, what is the techniques, the application of organic farming first, and he will point out how that is different to biodynamic farming, and then in the end we make some questions, and I have to figure out how all this works.
Thanks. I would like to explain you what are the principles that we work to organize the farm in an organic management first. You know, in organic farming, you cannot use pesticides to avoid that. You have to try to keep fertility by just using organic matter, and also keep the healthiness of the plant, trying to work in a preventive way, trying to not get the conditions to produce problems, like pests. So normally the problems comes because the way we farm in the past, when we didn't work in the industrial way, the farms, it was organic way that human beings farmed 10,000 years ago, and in the last 100 years we are using pesticides. So most of the history of agriculture is organic, but when we talk about conventional, it's pretty much what we use with pesticides or scientific way of farming. So there's two big pillars what are based organic farming. One is at the level of the environment. Problems comes, as I told you, because the way we farm, when we put a monoculture, we gave a lot of food to some kind of insects and microorganisms that eat, like some of your vines or clusters. So they will have a lot of food, they will increase population, and they will start to be a pest. Right? So the way to back or to try not to have that is to increase diversity in the fields, what's called biodiversity. So we try to enhance all other type of plants that's not vines wherever we can, where we can. By example, we use the channels, we put olives, or we use the borders for the garden space, or little island inside the vineyard to keep other things going. Also, a lot of flowers that are very beneficial because attract beneficial insects. That's one point. And the other pillar, the other part, is at the level of the plant itself. The plants take diseases because the way that we feed them. It's like human beings, depending on what you eat, you have more healthiness or less healthiness. Same thing for the plants. And that's the first step to go in the conventional system. It's how you start feeding the plant. When you gave them nitrogen, you start getting a lot of material to produce protein and biomassa, leaves and vegetative growth. So they have more points of flowering at the end, so more crop. And that's how chemicals come in. They first gave you the fertilizers, and when fertilizer increase your yield, you have money to your pocket at the end of the year. So that's very good for the farmer. But what happens when the growth is quicker, because they grow quicker, the tissues are harder, and also they're more leafy, and you create conditions, and also you destabilize the plant in their tissues. And they are more thinner, and they come parasites or insects or microorganisms that can penetrate. So the way to keep plants more healthier is to get balanced nutrients, and that you get it with the compost. So that's the base in organic. Produce good food for the plants, doing composting, and feeding increase diversity in the fields too. So we keep the grasses, That's the base of organic farming. And work in a preventive way. So you have to have a lot of more supervision and try to be before the problem comes. And also